It's a place to stay for families with children that are receiving medical care. The first Ronald McDonald House opened in Philadelphia in 1974.
And now there are more than 300 houses in 30 countries. One of them now right here in Central Illinois.
Today we're giving you an inside look at the experience families will receive at a time when they need support the most. You'll also hear some amazing stories from those that know firsthand how important having a home like this is in our area.
But first, we wanted to check in with Kelly Thompson, the CEO of Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Illinois. We're joined now with Kelly Thompson, the CEO of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Illinois. I mean, the momentum is really building here as you guys get ready. And tell us a little bit more about why this was so important for the community.
Absolutely. It's just an honor to have you both here today. We're so excited as we're leading up to our grand opening and welcoming of families in the community. It's very important. Our charity is about providing programs that provide for the well-being of children. And that's what we're going to be doing here at the Peoria Ronald McDonald House. We'll be serving an estimated 700 families every year through these walls. And so we're just so excited as we lead up to that big day.
This has not been an overnight production, so to speak. Give people an idea of all the work that goes into us and kind of a timeline of when this started.
We started with a medical feasibility study years ago, 4 years ago, with the University of Illinois, because of course we had to show and prove the need, that the need was great and the need is great, and that is why we are coming to Peoria and opening our program here. We want to help serve the needs of those sick children and their families and provide that space where they can stay free of charge for as long as is needed while their child is ill.
Now, you all are going to be able to serve children and their families up to the age of 22, but you also partner with other local organizations in order to help add some additional resources to their lives. Talk to us about that.
Absolutely. This whole entire project, our focus has been collaboration, working with other organizations, other nonprofits in town. So if, for example, our walls or our rooms here are filled with families, we would hope to be able to refer those individuals, if we have a wait list, to other organizations in town that have similar missions in terms of serving families that might have family members receiving care.
Getting this place built in and of itself is a huge victory, but of course you have to maintain it. So how important is it to have that continued community support?
It definitely is. We can't underscore that enough, how much we'll continue to need community support. We have had fantastic support from the community to date and raised $9 million toward our just over $10 million goal. So we still have some work to do to close out our capital campaign funding gap for this build, and we're going to continue to do that over the next 2 years. But then ongoing operations, yes, day-to-day support will be really important, working with area individuals, organizations, and companies to help provide for the children and families staying with us every day.
Well, Kelly, we're excited to see the rest of the facility as it's underway and what the community can expect to see.
Great, we are too.
Next, how one family's experience with Ronald McDonald House is creating a fun space for families in Peoria.
We are here in a very special room at the Peoria Ronald McDonald House with two very special people who know firsthand just how important the Ronald McDonald House can be. We are here with Carson and Darla Ladegi. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Well, we are so excited to have you here. Carson, you're 13 years old, and Darla, for your family, this place is so important. Tell us about how you got involved with the Ronald McDonald House.
We got involved with the Ronald McDonald House because Carson, when he was 4, was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and he was treated at St. Jude. So we did some treatment here in Peoria, but then eventually he needed more treatment than what we could do here. So we went to Memphis to live at the Ronald McDonald House in Memphis while we were treated at St. Jude with radiation treatments.
Going through this has to be scary for the family, and also knowing that you have to travel so far away You have financial issues that you have to think about.
Yes.
How important was it for you to have a service like the Ronald McDonald House?
It was really amazing because you do have so much on your mind, and when you are going through something really traumatic, you really cannot make the most basic decisions. You can't make decisions about where to stay or what you have to do or what to eat or what to prepare for dinner. Like, those decisions are really challenging because they don't matter. They're really minor in the grand scheme of what you're doing. And so to stay at the Ronald McDonald House, when somebody just says, this is where you'll stay, here's your room, and you don't have a decision making in that, is so much easier. And so often organizations would come in and prepare meals for the families, and that was really helpful too, because again, you just didn't really care. And so just to have someone say, here's a warm meal of comforting food, and you didn't have to worry about it, was really helpful.
You guys have seen so much support having been with the Ronald McDonald House. And for you, Carson, you were saying that games and gaming is something that was really special to you during your time with treatment. Tell us about the fun you had with that.
When I was down in Memphis at the Ronald McDonald House, I would go to my appointments during the day, come back, eat dinner, and then go upstairs, meet with my friends in the game room, and then we would play a game called Disney Dream. And then I would have my siblings and grandma ship my characters down to Memphis.
That is pretty cool. And we're standing in the game room of the Ronald McDonald House in Peoria. And I understand that they asked you a little bit about what this room should look like. Can you tell us about that?
We were on the design committee for the house in general, for the room design, because we've stayed in the room, so we knew some aspects of what was important, what was needed, and what wasn't, but also for the game room because it was so important to his stay in Memphis and the time that he got to spend with his friends down there. So he helped give some input on the game room, and when that design was set, he got to do this virtual reality tour where he put the virtual reality glasses on and he could move around and walk around and see what the game room was going to look like. So that was pretty awesome.
We are here in the lobby of the Ronald McDonald House, and tell us what people are going to see and do when they first come in this building.
Well, we are so excited really about our entryway because it's all about that first impression that we're creating for our families when they come in. So we want to greet them with that warmth and feeling that we're going to take care of them while they're here. So when they come in through this door, they'll be greeted by a guest registration space. An attendee will always be in the front and to greet them warmly. And then we'll actually have a guest registration room, what we call our intake room. So we'll take a family into there and register them for their stay with us, which could be for months at a time, Mark, or it might just be a couple of days. And so then once they come in, we'll take them for a tour, just like we're going to do right now with you. This is going to be such an amazing part of what they see in the beginning. Arabella's Toy Store, sponsored by the Orlevich family. It's just going to be wonderful. Every child that stays with us, their sibling, will be able to come in here and pick out a toy to have during their stay. And then you'll come this way, and this is going to be our art and education room, a space where kids can do artwork, get messy, but also even tutor a little bit. If they're here again for months at a time, they might need to have some homeschooling while they are here. So they'll be able to do that in this space. And then as you're looking out, they'll be able to see our playground here, so you can see out there. And that again was helped, a lot of the trades on the job helped us build that playground. So we're very excited to have that for our kids. Then here is a family room on the first floor. So this will be another space of relaxation with a fireplace and seating. So families will be able to relax and enjoy themselves here as well. We're going to lead into our dining room and the guest chef kitchen. And also there'll be some seating and banquet seating and a beverage nook right here. But this way, Mark, this is really, they say the kitchen's the heart of the home.
Sure.
We're fortunate we're going to have 2 family kitchens and what we call our guest chef kitchen. So the guest chef kitchen will be for groups to come in and provide meals for our families because that's so important while they are staying here with us. But then if they want to cook their own meal, they can in their family kitchen, which is just going to be a wonderful, wonderful setup.
And probably a great space for families who are staying here to meet one another.
Yes.
and share stories, make friends, give advice.
Absolutely. That is what we see. We see a lot of bonding going on in these spaces because they're coming down, eating meals together, and sharing their stories of what's going on in their life in terms of their treatment. And then heading this way will be our game room where kids will be able, as we heard from Smyrna and Carson earlier, that is just a space where they could hang out with their friends and relax and play video games and feel a little bit of a sense of normalcy.
Now, I understand that you have a program for families who may be just coming in town for a day.
Correct, yes. It's called our Days Only program, and we did try to incorporate some services to help families that just need to stay with us, come in and provide meals or take a shower. We're going to have a shower on the first floor. And so these might be families that are just outside of Peoria proper, so don't have a great distance to travel, but would like to have a meal, a place to do laundry, and a place to take a shower. So we're going to be able to accommodate them as well.
Now, what about this big room?
This is going to be an amazing part of the Peoria Ronald McDonald House. SEFCU is sponsoring our community room, and this is a place where we've already had groups contacting us to reserve the room. They want to come in, have a meeting, and then provide a meal at the same time. So Rotary clubs, businesses, organizations will be able to come in, reserve the space, and have their meetings here, group meetings here, and then hopefully, learn more about our program.
Coming up, how one family is turning their loss into an inspiration to give, all to help others in Central Illinois. We are here in the Playroom, which I'm sure is going to have a lot of kids in it, going to be a very popular space. And we're here with Jill Booth, who was integral in getting this spot built.
That's right, and you're doing this in honor of your late husband, Afton Booth. Tell us a little bit more about your story.
Gladly. My husband was battling cancer, and we spent 2 months away from the Peoria community in Iowa City, and we stayed at the Hope Lodge. And the Hope Lodge was our home and our family for 2 months. While we were there, the Hope Lodge sat next to the Ronald McDonald House, so we learned firsthand just how important not only the Hope Lodge was, but the Ronald McDonald House as well. And after our 2 month stay, we were driving home and treatment was done. I was driving, I thought my husband was sleeping, and he said, "Jilly, we need to pay this forward." And we talked a little bit about it, but didn't really have more discussion about it at that time. So fast forward to 2019, and that's where the Ronald McDonald House came in. And I remembered my husband's words and decided that I would try a matching campaign in my husband's memory. And much to my surprise, within 3 weeks, we had met our goal, and sort of decided I probably didn't set it high enough. But the campaign kept running for a couple of months, and the end result was I was able to sponsor this playroom in his memory.
And what do you think your husband would think of all that you've accomplished, along with a lot of other friends and family and generous people?
Well, he would be very proud, very happy that this happened. The results of the matching campaign is truly a testament to him. It speaks volumes to how he lived his life, and I'm so proud of all of our friends and family who stepped up to help me with this.
Well, thanks for what you've done, and congratulations on a more than successful fundraising campaign. And we can tell this room is going to be enjoyed by many, many kids in the future.
You've seen the first floor, but what about where the families will stay? I'm taking you for a look around.
Shelby, we have some people that can stay with us for months at a time. The average length of stay is around 10 days, but they can be with us for months. So this truly does become like their own little mini apartment. So then when you walk in, you can see we have our private bathroom and space for them to set up their items there. And then in here, we have different accent colors on all of the walls, which is just to add a little pop of color. And here will be a queen sleeper sofa, and then the space over here for a TV down the road in the future. I love the windows.
That was something big I have noticed in every room. The natural light. What does that do for a family that's in a room?
That is really something that, again, came through our design process and conversation, just to let that natural light in and really take advantage of the different angles and where this building is situated. And then you come in here, and again, more of that natural light. You'll see another closet space, and then in here will be queen beds in every room. And then we'll also have in some of them twin sleeper chairs, as well as maybe a roll-away crib or a pack and play, depending on the needs of the family, especially for families that have older children receiving treatment, so that they might come in here and rest, and then their child can be in the other space and they can have a little privacy. Yeah, so continuing down the hallway here, again, each floor is laid out the same with regard to 11 guest bedrooms on the second and third floors each, so we'll have 22 rooms upon opening. The fourth floor is shelled out to start, so we will hopefully add to that down the road in the future. Coming through this way, this is another central part to what we provide as services for the family. So we're going to have laundry rooms right here on both sides of the hallway, so to speak. So there will be laundry rooms and also breast milk rooms for the new moms. So they'll have space to store what they need to store and have easy access to it for their child. We want to make it as easy as possible for them to not stress about those things that they need to take care of, providing the meals, making it easy for them to do laundry right here on their floor, and providing all the things they need to do it.
Okay, Kelly, so we're now on to the second floor, and I'm noticing a lot more bright colors that are here.
Absolutely. So we've now, like you said, we're now on the second floor. We've entered what's called the DAX wing or DAX foundation with the hero rooms. So each of these rooms are sponsored by different families or organizations, and it's just an amazing, also a part of this whole Peoria Ronald McDonald House project. This wing is specially designed to help with families that are immune compromised, and that is part of the mission of the DAX Foundation and their sponsorship of this area. So you can see behind us the playroom for the DAX wing, and then as we head down here, there are 5 rooms that make up this DAX wing. And I love the colors, and the colors were largely chosen by each individual again, group or organization sponsoring the room. So we're just so happy to have this. There's a balance. You want it to definitely invoke that sense of warmth and sense of home, that you're here and we're here to take care of you, but you also don't want it to feel necessarily like a hotel. You want it to feel a little brighter, a little warmer in terms of the colors, and add that to it. And that was something, again, through the whole design process we were very cognizant of in taking input from over 40 people through a stakeholder process.
Next, a first-hand experience, the way Ronald McDonald House helps to create lifelong friendships.
Right now, we're with 14-year-old Smyrna Parlaparthi, and the Ronald McDonald House has meant so much to her as you've battled cancer.
And you've used it recently. You used the Ronald McDonald House in Memphis. Tell us a little bit about why you had to go down there.
I was getting constant headaches, and eventually we had an MRI taken, and I was told that there was a mass the size of about a golf ball in my medulla.
Well, we know you had great treatment in Memphis, but as far as what it did to your family, they want to be with you, of course, and all that costs money, and you have to think about logistics. What did the Ronald McDonald House mean to you and your family?
It was like a home away from home. Even though you were going through a difficult time of treatment, you always had people who were there for you, and it never really felt like you were taking treatment.
Tell us a little bit more about what your day would look like at the Ronald McDonald House.
It would be waking up, probably not taking a shower yet, eating breakfast, and then getting on the shuttle, which they have 24/7 service for. And then we would go to the hospital, register, and then continue on with our appointments, and then come home and, eat, shower, and stuff.
You said the game room was a very
yeah.
pivotal point of that. Tell us more about that.
Well, like whenever you felt like, you were having a bad day or whatever, you could just go and, forget about everything. And there were like so many people who were there to cheer you up and just help you.
And not only did the Ronald McDonald House help you get through your treatment, but it sounds like you made some lifelong friends. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Every time we go for our checkups, which is every 3 months for now, we get to see all of the people and meet many new people, and they'll call and they'll ask, oh no, this happened, what do I do? And we have each other's backs.
So folks at home hear your story and they want to know, what is your status now?
I've been in a remission for about 9 months now, and I'm back to normal. I'm going to school. I'm a freshman this year, and yeah.
Congratulations, we're happy about that. And how does it make you feel knowing that people who need treatment who come to Peoria now have this place?
It's amazing. Now you don't have to drive, how many ever hours you live away. You can just stay here and not have to worry about a thing.
Smyrna, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thanks for having me.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at the Peoria Ronald McDonald House.
Of course, all of the great care that's given is made possible by those who get involved.
You can donate to make a difference in a family's life during a time of crisis. There are also many volunteer needs, including house innkeepers, special event volunteers, and more.
You can learn more by visiting rmhc-centralillinois.org. Together, Central Illinois can keep families close when they need it most.